In a small village nestled between the rolling hills of rural China, lived a humble farmer named Li Wei. Li Wei was known for his hard work, his gentle nature, and his deep connection to the land. He lived a simple life, toiling from dawn to dusk in his fields, which were his pride and joy. Li Wei's wife, Mei, was a kind and caring woman who helped him with the farm and looked after their two children, Lin and Hua. The family didn't have much, but they were content and grateful for what they had. Every evening, after a long day of work, they would gather around their small wooden table and share a modest meal, always thanking the heavens for the food on their plates. One year, the village was struck by a severe drought. The once lush fields turned dry and barren, and the crops withered under the relentless sun. Li Wei worked tirelessly, trying to save his crops, but the lack of rain made it impossible. The family's harvest, which they depended on to survive the year, was reduced to a fraction of what it usually was. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, the family's food supplies dwindled. Mei started to ration their meals, ensuring that the children had enough to eat, while she and Li Wei often went hungry. Despite the hardships, Li Wei and his family never stopped, expressing their gratitude for what little they had. One particularly harsh evening, as the family sat down to a meal of thin rice porridge, there was a knock on the door. Standing outside was an old man, his clothes tattered and his face weathered. He looked tired and hungry.
Please, could you spare some food?
He asked in a frail voice. Li Wei, without hesitation, invited the old man inside. Mei quickly fetched a bowl and filled it with their precious porridge. The old man ate slowly, savoring each bite, tears of gratitude streaming down his face.
Thank you,
he said.
I haven't eaten in days.
After the old man finished his meal, he looked at Li Wei and said,
You have given me more than just food. You have given me hope in return. I want to share something with you.
He reached into his tattered robe and pulled out a small, withered seed.
This is a seed from a special plant. It is said to grow even in the harshest conditions. Plant it with care and it will provide for you.
Li Wei and his family thanked the old man, who left quietly into the night. The next day, Li Wei planted the seed in the center of his field. To his amazement, the seed sprouted quickly, and within days, it grew into a strong, healthy plant. Soon, the plant bore fruit large, vibrant, and abundant. The fruit of the plant was unlike anything the family had ever seen. It was nourishing and seemed to rejuvenate the soil around it. Word of Li Wei's miraculous plant spread throughout the village, and many came to see it. Li Wei, Mei, Lin, and Hua welcomed everyone with open arms, sharing the fruit and the story of the old man who had given them the seed. The village, once filled with despair, now had hope and a renewed sense of community. The moral lesson: kindness can transform dire situations. Li Wei's family, despite hardships, shared generously. Their kindness brought a miracle, saving them and their village